Stop scrolling for a second. There is a financial threat growing right now that could quietly impact your paycheck, your savings, and even the value of your home, and almost nobody is explaining it clearly. It is not a market crash. It is not inflation. It is something bigger and slower. It is debt, and it is rising every single second. Here is the part that should get your attention. When debt grows too large, the real danger is not just the number itself. The real danger is what happens if trust breaks, because the economy runs on confidence, and when confidence cracks, interest rates jump, loans get expensive, businesses pull back, and everyday people feel it first. In the next few minutes, I am going to show you exactly why this debt threat matters, what could trigger a serious economic shock, and how to stay prepared instead of surprised. Now let's make this simple. Imagine you have a credit card and you keep spending more than you earn. You tell yourself you will fix it later, but later never really comes. The balance keeps growing. Then the interest starts piling on. At first, it feels manageable. But over time, more of your paycheck goes toward interest instead of things you actually need. Now imagine that situation multiplied by an entire country. That is what is happening right now. The government spends more money than it collects in taxes, so it borrows the difference. Over many years, that borrowing has grown into trillions of dollars. That number is massive, but the size alone is not the full story. The real pressure comes from interest when interest rates were low. The cost of borrowing stayed under control, but when rates rise, the cost grows fast, like a snowball rolling downhill. Today, huge amounts of money are being spent just to cover interest payments on existing debt. That money does not build roads. It does not improve schools. It does not strengthen healthcare. It simply pays for past spending. And when interest costs rise high enough, hard choices appear. Taxes may increase, spending may be cut, more money may be printed, or even more borrowing may happen. None of those choices are painless, and all of them affect regular families. Now let me pause for a second because this is where most people tune out and miss the most important part. You might be thinking the country has always had debt, so what is different now? That is the right question. What is different is not just the size, it is the speed, it is the rising interest, and it is the pressure building underneath the surface. Imagine trying to handle your bills, but every single year the interest alone eats more of your income. Eventually, you lose flexibility, you lose breathing room. That is the stage we are moving toward, and here is what almost no one explains clearly. If interest payments keep rising, the government has less room to respond during the next crisis. That means fewer tools and higher risks when the economy slows down again. So could this crash the economy overnight? Probably not. Economic collapses rarely happen in a single dramatic moment. They build quietly. The true risk is confidence. Investors lend money because they believe they will be repaid. If that belief weakens, they demand higher returns. Higher returns mean higher interest rates across the system. Mortgages become more expensive, credit card payments rise, business loans tighten, growth slows. That is how pressure spreads from government balance sheets to kitchen tables. The economy is deeply connected. When confidence weakens at the top, the effects travel downward. History shows that markets react quickly when trust changes, and markets do not wait for reassurance. They move on expectations. So why is this not talked about every day? Because debt grows slowly, it does not create daily drama. It expands quietly, year after year. Cutting spending is unpopular, raising taxes is unpopular. So the easier path is to delay hard decisions. Many people assume that because a crisis has not happened yet, it never will. But large risks often look manageable until they reach a tipping point. This is not about panic, it is about preparation. The goal is not fear, the goal is awareness. When uncertainty rises, smart people focus. on what they can control. They reduce high-interest personal debt. They build emergency savings. They think long-term. They stay informed instead of emotional. Even in economic slowdowns, opportunity still exists for those who are steady and prepared. The debt threat is not a movie villain. It is math, and math does not respond to politics or opinions. It responds to numbers. Right now, the numbers are climbing. Whether this becomes a crisis depends on leadership, policy decisions, economic growth, and global confidence. But ignoring the trend will not reverse it. The people who stay calm, educated, and proactive are the ones who navigate uncertainty best. Economic shocks rarely shout before they arrive. They whisper through signals, rising interest payments, growing borrowing costs, tightening credit. The question is not whether debt exists. The question is whether we are paying attention to the signals early enough, because those who prepare before the pressure builds are rarely the ones caught off guard when the cycle turns, want to stay ahead of the next economic shock. Watch this next video before it's too late. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more insights, and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about the debt threat and how it could affect you.